Welcome, friends. I'm glad you're here. Circle around the driver while the bus draws near. I have some stories to tell. So open your ears and don't let your ego swell.
Speaking whispers furs from hell. It's about gumdrops and demons and taxes, oh no. Soup pants and coffee stains and traffic laws as well. There are people here living as drones in a cave, flapping and drooling when fools in a rave. They were told to be happy, one must live by the rules, and to be a good human is to be one of the tools. As the massive work hands of progress abuse, he sleeps hungry, breath full of booze. I sleep, no, I slumber like a king on a cruise, like a fresh-faced poet with a newfound muse. So listen here, people, to a story of dread in a world full of sadness that can't leave its bed, where worth is judged from the items they buy and time is spent worshipping a dime. Hop on the bus, for there's more tales to tell about those sad folks who buy shit in hell.
You know, I've been an artist for a long, long time. Long time. And there's a funny thing about art. I think a lot of musicians will tell you, a lot of artists. It's not really theirs, you know. Someone goes to produce something or make something. Like I draw a lot. Well, not a lot, but I draw. I've drawn all my life. I'm not great at it, but I'm not horrible. All of my stuff is very interesting, but even, you know, like when I'm making music or really producing something, you know, it's like you reach out and grab it, like you're not, it doesn't come from me, it's like it's up there. And it just kind of comes out. Like when I sit down and I draw a picture, I don't ever know what I'm drawing. I never sit down and go, okay, I'm going to draw this. I just sit down and I draw. And then as I draw, I see what kind of is coming through. And then I draw around the lines, and then I shade it in, and then I can just see how it's supposed to look. It's like the picture's already there. And just like when you write a song, you know, when you actually write a song, because like the stuff I do on bus drivers, I mean, it's one thing, but to like, when I write an acoustic song, let me put it like this. I've traveled with my guitar, and it's been on the road with me. It's like another part of me. You know? In fact, one of my biggest problems when it comes to traveling is the guitar. It very much inhibits me. I mean, I'm not horribly good at guitar, but I'm not horrible at it. And people enjoy it when I play because people enjoy live music. Because people don't do that very much with true emotion, I guess. That's what I hear a lot, like, you've got passion. It's because it's so much, it's become so much a part of me. I walked, you know, I did the Appalachian Trail, had it on my back the entire way. I carried the weight of my guitar on my back for 6 months. I did it. That's fucking determination. I'll never stop playing guitar, I tell you what. I might not play a lot, but I'll never be out of practice. I will always make sure that I sit down and play a little bit. Play a little bit. But what I'm saying is you artists, man, it pulls it out. It's like cosmic substance or whatever, what I call the cosmic cupcake. Jacked into the cosmic cupcake. And my joke on the world. But been a lot of places, done a lot of things, seen a lot of people, and there's always that wanting to go out, love the thrill of the road and all that. That's always great. The bitch about the road is, no matter where you go, you're always alone. So that sucks. But you're not alone if you got a guitar. See what I'm saying? So, it's the only reliable thing I ever had. Constant. In my life. Has been that guitar. Do everything else. Which, thank you, Dad, for buying me my first guitar. And thank you, Sarah, for buying me my next one. I actually had to go out, and thank you, Dylan, for giving me another one. I actually had to go out and fucking buy one because I broke one. First guitar, 25, I had to actually buy a guitar. That's crazy. But my point is, been around, done some things. No matter where I go, wherever I stop, I draw. And I always do these big, intricate murals. And then I post them up on a wall, and then I just look at them. Because it's like there's a code. Like I'm supposed to know what it all means, but I don't know what it all means. And it's really cool. I remember drawing it all. In fact, if there was something that I didn't remember drawing, I would know, and I would know there was a problem with my brain. But it's just, and I've done this for years and years and years. I draw these pictures, I draw these huge murals, and then I look at them. Because it's like I'm trying to figure out what the fuck it all means. Because it obviously is coming out of me out of all directions. But I can never fucking figure it out. My mom's got one. She's got a big ass mural. Right, and I'm pretty sure her boyfriend ain't very happy about it. Sorry about that, bud. Yeah, big ass mural that I made and popped it up on the fucking wall. And every time I go and visit her, I stare at that fucking mural because I remember when I drew the shit. I remember what I was feeling when I was drawing the shit. I remember the place, like the state of mind I was in when I was drawing the shit. Where I was living, what I was doing, why, and half the time it was out of boredom. That's what it always is. It's been something to keep me preoccupied so I don't fucking, put a fucking bullet in my head. I don't know how artists deal. That's always been something that I've really wondered about. Because I meet people who, they just say, oh, I'm not artistic. And, not artsy at all. And I know they find their venues in another way, and then I always ask, do you build shit? Do you fix shit? Do you And usually there's something that they do, they've done all their life that they enjoy doing, and it's like a venue. But I don't know if I wasn't an artist, that would make life meaningless. It's like the whole mystery of the cosmic universe is to be an artist. I mean, I just got done watching On the Road, by the way. That was a really good movie. And I was looking over here at my thing, and I just wanted to say a few things. It's always reoccurring things. I always draw reoccurring things. You know, there's always women's faces. That was actually the first time I was able to draw an actual female form. I was pretty proud of myself on that one, actually. It came out as a pretty good picture. But, like, and then, you know, there's skulls, and it's a clusterfuck in here. I don't know. It's crazy. I always do this shit, though. It's reoccurring. Eyes and trees and you know, I don't know if you can see it, but I got the eye and tree right there. It was like one of the first. I used to draw that shit all the time, and then one day I was like, it's gonna be my first tattoo. Daddy said I could get it when I was 8, but god damn it, I'll get it 10 years later. And that's where I got it. And I haven't gotten one since. I got a new one I want to do. Not that I could afford it, but I did finally decide what I want. That's usually half the battle. But it just makes me wonder, like, there's so much. It means so much to me personally, I guess. And that's the thing about it, is that I've never been able to understand artists themselves that are self-conscious about their art. Like, I don't want, people who do spoken word are really bad about that. They're really nervous because which I can understand, because you have to get up on stage and you have to basically tell a room of strangers, you know, your life, your emotions, and how you feel. But if you're really good at it, it's beautiful. Taking that courage to be able to do that, that's quite a thing. But see, when I make something, if it's a song or if it's, you know, something I draw, half the shit I've drawn I've given away. I don't fucking care. People are like, that's so good. I'm just like, fucking take it, whatever. It's just another fucking mystery. I don't know what the fuck it means. Whatever. It's just another one that came out. People tell me, what would you do if you had 3 wishes? You know what I'd do? My first number 1 wish, something you probably never heard before. I wish that I could take every picture that I have ever drawn, line it up in sequence, and just see how life goes, and just be able to look at every single picture I have ever drawn. Because I have been drawing for a long time. And I have been giving people a lot of art. I've given people, that's my gift. That's what I do. I don't go out and buy you nothing. Fuck no. I ain't buying into that capitalist bullshit. Fuck that shit. There's no amount of money that is gonna, show you how much I love you or care about you. So what do? I fucking draw you something. Make something out of nothing, and I give it to you. And whether or not you appreciate that, that's your own goddamn fault. But that's how I express my love, because that's just how I do it. In fact, the people that I care the most about are usually the ones that I give my art to, in hopes that maybe I'll get rich and famous one day. So will they. But I mean, it's always ever so confusing. Being an artist, and it has to make me wonder, is it because I'm an artist that I'm semi-tortured? Or am I just lucky that I'm an artist and I'm semi-tortured? So there's a difference there. Because I can imagine in my head somebody, in fact I've met plenty of people who have similar problems. Life is life happens. I've met people who've had much more fucked up situations than me, and I've met people that, not really so much, but something's wrong with them. And I think it has a lot to do with the fact that, I don't know, their coping mechanisms are all off. Media and social whatever is put it in a whole fucked up fucking direction. Really fucked up direction. I mean, there's no wonder what's wrong with the world. You just fucking turn on the TV. Oh, yeah, go out and buy. Sex. Get drunk, don't worry about it. Fucking get up, go to work. Make some money, do it again. And that's America. That's what they're feeding your kids. That's what they want you. That's what they want you to do. They want you to fucking get your job, go in there, fucking do the thing, feed the machine, everything's copacetic, great. It's gonna be great, because somewhere along the line you'll meet somebody, and then you'll want to have a family, and then you're gonna have kids, and this system is gonna work perfect. The problem, if you don't have that, family thing, and you don't run into the right person, the fucking system don't work. It makes no sense. It makes no sense for somebody. And you take a look right at it, and you'd be like, I mean, at least, I guess this is my personal view, because this is how I feel. Let's look at the whole thing. And for just me to be me, fuck no, I ain't gonna buy into it. Why would I do that? Why would I give a fuck about your credit scores? Or why would I give a fuck about your fucking, what are you talking about, retirement? I'm gonna be dead. I'm gonna die. That's what happens. People die. I don't give a fuck. If the last 10 years of my life is less uncomfortable, guess what? I'm getting old. It's gonna be uncomfortable. No matter It's gonna be uncomfortable. It's gonna suck. You get old, you die. And that's it. If you don't have anybody if you don't have anyone that makes you feel as though, you know, you want to give everything that you have for them, then it doesn't make sense. None of it makes sense. And that's the fucked up thing. So you got all these people running around, half-cocked, not informed, especially now. Now we don't even think about that. We don't even want to validate the children until they're fucking upright. We don't, you don't even... The thing that really used to irk me when I was a kid, because I was a pretty smart kid, the number one thing that always really pissed me off when I was a kid was being treated inferior just because I was a kid. And that shit just ran me right up the roof, and that went on until I was 18. You know, I would meet dudes and be like, how old are you? They fucking, and it took me a long time, to get jobs and work in where I finally was able to say, motherfuckers, and I proved myself as a man to the world. But I already knew that. I already knew I could do that. Why I had to fucking prove it is bullshit. So, when I'm around children, I try to treat them as equals. I try. I mean, of course, don't fucking let the kid, fucking kill himself. But I try to, teach him there's a difference between maybe not right and wrong, but what you should do and what you shouldn't do, because what you shouldn't do comes with consequences. And in society today, we don't do that to our kids. We don't give them consequences. And it's starting to show, It shows. Because then those children, they grow up and they become people. And those people are fucking retards. So now, and this is the problem, we don't have enough good parents. So what I want to say is, I have very good parents. I had very good parents. All three of them. A very unique situation, raising situation, which is like, what my dad says, which is, it takes a village, which is a common thing, but I think it's very much true. And, to properly raise somebody to deal with life, you need multiple outlooks on that life to mold you into a certain way. Because life isn't one-sided.